Sota Nerd.
All right, so welcome back, guys, to the Soda Nerds. This is Jeff, and we have a special guest with us today, Austin.
Hey.
He's going to be kind of our Star Wars aficionado guy.
Yeah.
And we got Luke here again, as always. And today is a special day. We're talking May the 4th be with you. So this is Star Wars, everything Star Wars. And I'd like to kind of start out just kind of let us know, each of us, like, have the discussion. How did we get here with Star Wars? Like, let's start with you, Austin. Okay. Like, what was it that brought you in love with Star Wars, or the story behind that?
Yeah, it's like, I gotta think back, but it's probably a number of things. But I grew up with like the prequels kind of being my Star Wars, because that's like, I was in kindergarten, first grade when Phantom Menace came out, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I mean, I had seen the originals. My dad showed them to me, but like, I don't even know if I remember my first time watching them.
Yeah.
So like, just kind of being alive at that age, and like, you know, I was old enough to like play video games and stuff. So then like the Lego Star Wars games come out, or like the Revenge of the Sith PS2 game, which is like my jam. Like, those are all, it was just like Star Wars was like really happening and alive. I mean, kind of like it is now. It's like it came back and now there's Star Wars everywhere. So like that, I was just at a good age when the prequels came out. And so like, that was like my introduction to it.
Yeah.
I remember pretty clearly all of my theater experiences with them. More so Revenge of the Sith. I remember it being a kid and the youngling scene happened. And I was like, Mom, they can't do that. You know, but so that's where it all started. And then, you know, like after the third movie, it quieted down a little bit. I mean, Clone Wars show came out, which I didn't really watch until probably 4 or 5 years ago. So I was a little late to the party.
I was the same way.
Yeah. And then Force Awakens came out and it kind of reignited, like, oh, we're back, baby. Like, let's, so I got real excited about Star Wars again. And so yeah, that's kind of, I guess, best answer I can get for that. Is just started back then.
With Clone Wars, the first one, now I'm talking about the cartoon, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the Clone Wars, the first that came out was in theaters. And I remember taking my
the movie.
little boys at the time, right? And it was a bunch of dads and a bunch of little kids, you know. And I could not believe at the very end they all got up, and every kid in that whole sword, they're all lightsabers, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never seen that, you know, because I'm an adult, you know, and all of a sudden 30 little kids get up and they're just like doing whatever. It was cool.
I love that stuff.
That is cool.
I love it.
And what about you, Luke? Like, what were your origins?
I think I was destined to be a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but I am named after Luke Skywalker. I have to brag a little bit.
Yes, you gotta
brag a little bit. So it might make me a little biased, you know. But
sure.
No, you just growing up watching that with your family. It's just like you said, like we're similar in age. The prequels is like my Star Wars, you know, like, you know, people, you know,
for sure.
But I love the originals.
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6. I mean, we'll get to that. We'll talk about our favorites. Yeah. But no, it's just my family's just a huge Star Wars family, and
that's so cool.
We talked about this, Luke, where like, because I'm 40, and so I never had I was in high school when Phantom Menace came out, right?
Oh, okay.
So to me, I liked it, and then all of a sudden everyone hated it, and I kind of hated it after that. But so I grew up with the 1979 the Star Wars figures that my brothers had. You know, I had all the OG toys, which I broke, and I grew up with the original trilogy, or I guess 4, 5, and 6. So it's interesting to hear you guys talk about, like, you know, I got to go watch Anakin as a little boy when I was a little boy. Or I think that's what Luke, you had said something like that at one time. Like, so you got to live through that saga, and it's pretty unique. You know, I think it's
like
cool.
Grow up with Anakin in a way.
Yeah. So hopefully, like with this Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I believe Anakin's back.
Yeah.
I think he's coming back as a Force ghost or something. Or no, sorry.
He's alive, right?
No, sorry, that's the Ahsoka one.
Oh yeah, probably
the Ahsoka one. He's gonna come back as a Force ghost. Sorry,
because they're bringing
supposedly
Hayden Christensen back in to to be Darth Vader
Oh, cool.
with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
So no, I'm excited. I think that's cool. You guys got to have that experience for
sure.
Yeah. So what else? What else we got to talk about?
Should we ask one of the favorite trilogy?
Sure. Yeah. Let's go for it. Who wants to go first? Favorite trilogy and why? And then we're just gonna rip you. So
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I want Austin to go first.
Me go first? Oh man, that's such a really tough choice because you guys asked me a question like favorite Star Wars movies, and the first thing I put was it's whatever one I'm watching. Like that's honestly like
You just love it so much.
yeah. Like in hindsight, I can do my best to do like a top 10 or where are we at 11 if you count Solo and Rogue One. So like I can in hindsight I can do my best, but
I get what you're saying. You don't want to pick a trilogy. You have just your favorites.
Right. Yeah. And it's like when I might say like, oh, and this might be controversial, but like A New Hope is usually lower on my list. It doesn't do as much for me as the other ones.
I can understand that.
But when I'm watching New Hope, I'm like, this movie is incredible. So it's like, that's just kind of how I work. But I don't know, man. I'd have to probably say the prequels just because of what we said before. Like that was my Star Wars. Like when you listen to all like, people who grew up with the originals, like when they were maybe my age, or like, I mean, a kid at that time, like it's almost like the same way they talk about it. It's like, oh, this changed my life. It was this awesome thing. It changed the world. And it did. And for like me, it was like, well, yeah, those are great. But like, I didn't have that like cultural impact. And so for like prequels, I got to experience this new thing growing up.
Yeah.
So that one probably just holds the most importance to me. But like, honestly, a lot of it just comes back to like Revenge of the Sith, like specifically, like that movie.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I like all of them, but like, I kind of view each trilogy as like one movie in a way.
I get what you're saying.
So like, I'd probably have to choose that one, but like I said, I could argue with myself all day about that.
Yeah.
That's probably my answer is the prequels.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
What's yours, Luke?
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Okay.
Just I don't know, like you see them like become brothers basically. Even especially if you watch the Clone Wars.
Yes. Yep.
And when it like I don't know about you guys, but I cry every time I see them fight.
Like 100%.
It's just powerful to me.
Absolutely.
It's just really good. And plus like they visually looked better too, which I think helped its case.
For sure. And the fighting is like top tier.
It is. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. I mean, that's funny you say like Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship in those movies is specifically why I like them so much. Like Revenge of the Sith, like I'd actually just watched it the other day just because I was like, I need something to put on while I'm working. I work from home.
Yeah.
And I totally stopped working once that part came on, or like just the last half of the movie. And that part where he's kind of like, it's their last time seeing each other. And he says, you're a far better Jedi than I could ever hope to be. Immediately. It's like, because like what's about to happen. And it's just so well executed, but yeah. So Obi-Wan is my most anticipated thing coming out. So like, I feel like I'm ready to get hurt again is what's going to happen like emotionally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I seen it, speaking on the Obi-Wan, I watched this interview with I'm gonna get his name wrong, but it's the guy who plays Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon?
Oh, yeah. Liam Neeson.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he said he loved the idea of coming back for another one, but he's like, but I don't want to do it for a TV. I want to do it for a movie. And I was like, oh no, that would have been so sick.
And I really hope he's just toying with us.
Yeah.
Because him coming back would make so much sense. Yeah. But
yes, it would it would be cool. I guess I'll just jump in. But for me, I think probably the original, because those are the toys I had. I was little. And we have talked about this where the Phantom Menace and that saga gets so much hate.
Yeah.
And to the point where it like probably destroyed that little boy who played Anakin's life.
Yeah.
Like it destroyed it.
Did you hear about what happened to him?
I don't know about currently.
He basically got bullied so much growing up, which is I don't understand because he plays Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, right. You'd think that'd be the opposite, but
no, he turned into a problem child. Yeah. And like the last thing that he did was he was like a police chase. Do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I actually think he actually got a pretty severe mental illness from it.
Like it messed him up.
Schizophrenia or something like that.
Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah, really bad.
And that was like
terrible.
Just a little kid.
And it was his act. Like people criticize his acting. I loved that one. I thought it was so fun. It was like watching Harry Potter.
Yes.
It was. It was such a fresh take on Star Wars, which has always been adults. And
Yeah.
it's kind of a daring take too. And to watch this little man grow and
Know what he's gonna become.
Yoda knew. And no, I loved the first one, and I like the other two, but I think a lot of times I disregard the new one because of my criticisms.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's so well, like, production wise, so good.
Oh, the newer ones.
Yeah, and the drama and the music and Kylo Ren and Rey, like it is so well done. But I still hearken back to my little Luke Skywalkers, and even the Lego Star Wars stuff. Like my son just bought the new. We have all of them, but he bought the new like $80 one for the Xbox.
Yes, it's great.
I'm like,
I need to get it.
It's so much fun.
he just rolls up with $80. He's like, he's 13 or whatever. And he's like, dude, I just want to get this. And I'm just like, oh, that's so cool.
That's incredible.
I'll be up in a little bit to play with you.
Yes. Oh man, me and my wife play it together.
Yeah,
because she's a big nerd too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I bought. I was like, this is what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
Cracking up some drinks, playing like a Star Wars.
Date night.
Date night. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is goals right there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, favorite movie? Does anybody got a favorite movie or top 2, 3, 4? What's the worst?
Oh man, yeah. Again, the worst is one I still love. So that's a weird thing for me. But yeah, Rogue One is, for the longest time, was Revenge of the Sith. Like, I mean, that's just been my thing. But like, Rogue One, man, is like
That one does hit
such
at
an
the end.
incredible movie. And like, I feel like part of that reason is because if you took Star Wars out of it, it's still an incrable movie.
Yep.
It really is.
Like everything about it, it's like
What they're
this
doing.
World War II movie. It feels like in a way, and just like this. I'm a big like. I really like when things get emotional. Like maybe it's because I can be like an emotional guy with like. I always tell people like I'm a crier when it comes to movies. Like, and I unashamedly. You know?
too. I tell people all the time. I will cry.
Exactly. Like just make fun of me. I don't care. But that's what I'm doing. And so Rogue One certainly invoked that with everyone dying, spoiler alert, a couple of years later, but and then I just think the music is incredible, and obviously like the Vader scene is pretty awesome at the end of it. Seeing young Leia and the CGI, I mean I loved it all, and like I just think that there's so much about that movie that is just like that just checks all the boxes for me.
Yeah, so I'm forgetting which movie is it? It's one of the older ones where they talk about the moment of silence for the people who got the plans for us.
So that's actually I think that gets confused. So there's the 2 Death Stars, in the original trilogy.
Yep.
They're talking about the second one in that scene. The movie Rogue One is based off a sentence in the opening crawl.
Really?
Of A New Hope. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you watch like the behind the scenes, it shows like his name is John. I forget his name. He was like a VFX guy for Lucasfilm.
Okay.
And he like just brought this like little screenshot of the opening crawl to the CEO and was like, I have an idea, just hear me out. And then they did it. And
that is so cool.
It became, in my opinion, like the best Star Wars movie. So like, so that's, that one's really special to me. Love it. I'll probably watch it on Wednesday. It's kind of my May 4th like tradition,
Okay.
I watched it last week too, so whatever, but
it definitely stood out to me too. I love Rogue One. I love the fact that there's no real Jedi.
Yeah.
But you can still see the Force.
Yeah.
And
Working its way.
in that, what was it? What's that guy, that Korean actor's name?
Oh, Donnie Yen.
I know him as Ip Man.
He pulled that off so good. And I'm kind of like I'm a couch like Star Wars fan, so I enjoy him, but I'm not heavily invested.
Yeah.
I loved it, but that one stood out so much. The character development of there's like 7 main characters.
Right.
They're all good guys or whatever. And they did such a good job. Jane Erso, sweet, awesome character.
Yeah.
And I know we have had a few episodes where we talk about like when woke goes wrong. So like when they try to over like do a strong female character, and I loved her as a lead. She did good. She did awesome. Yeah.
It didn't feel forced.
No.
At all.
And
that robot though, what was the robot's name? What was it?
K2SO.
When he was like, he's like, go, and he's like, I was like,
That wrecked me. Yeah.
and
was rough.
then if you play Jedi Fallen Order, you got to kill a bunch
Oh,
of
I
them.
know. Yes. And I'm like,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
God, we might have to invite Austin to game night or something because he's
Yeah.
like on point with
yes.
all these answers.
Yes.
So.
Get me in there. That sounds awesome.
No, how about you, Luke? What do you think your favorite?
It's hard. It's either Revenge of the Sith or Return of the Jedi. I love
Yeah.
Luke. I do.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi is the bomb. I love that one.
It just could you guys imagine like if they had the like graphics and CGI and all the stuff that they have now, like how much cooler the originals
I
would have
know.
been.
I would love to see them do it just for fun.
Like
Yeah.
I want Sebastian Stan playing Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
He looks just like him.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks just like him. But no, it's so hard. I would probably go with Revenge of the Sith. Just because, like, I love the acting. Everyone says they don't. Some of the acting was bad. They can fuck off.
Yeah. For real. Yeah. Yep.
He's losing his mind. Okay,
Right.
He's turning into a Sith. He's going to look
Yeah.
a little off.
Yeah. As a troubled young man. I mean,
Yeah,
he did a
exactly.
great job at doing that.
Yeah.
You know, for
Yeah.
real.
Yep.
Also, I have like my own theory. It's the Jedi's fault why he turned. It is.
Yeah, I think so.
If they would have been like, okay, we understand you love Padme. Do what you want to do with her. That would have been it.
Yeah.
Would have been it.
Yeah.
You would have been fine.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
No, I agree. Yeah.
So maybe she's the one that drove him to the dark side.
If she didn't exist.
It's all Padme's fault.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah. I don't know though. Revenge of the Sith. It's just it's good. It's good.
Very.
So, is that which one has the purple lightsaber?
Mace Windu?
Is that which movie?
And it shows up for the first time in the second one, even though he's in the first movie.
Yeah, I just seen him do May the Fourth be with you, and he's holding his lightsaber. I'm like,
yeah.
oh my god,
He loves it.
He has one of the
he is.
coolest
Yes.
lightsabers of all
He
time.
wants to come back so badly.
Yeah,
I want them to bring him back.
I do too. Yeah.
If you watch the Clone Wars, someone actually falls from basically the same height of that window that he falls out of,
yeah.
and lands it like it's nothing.
yes.
Come on.
So him just getting his arm cut off, it's already just
Yeah,
Luke survived, Anakin survived. They're
Yeah,
fine.
that's
you know?
not a big deal.
He would have been able to land that so easily.
Yeah. Well, he's like one of the most powerful Jedi in the Order. So
Yeah,
I think
he is
do it.
the only
Yeah.
Jedi ever to beat Palpatine.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's a good point.
Except
Yeah.
in the books, you got Luke Skywalker because
right.
Palpatine comes back, and those are crazy.
Yeah.
So
You've read some of those?
Some of them.
I don't read them. I listen to people
Oh,
read.
yeah. I didn't get too into. I think some of them went a little too off the rails for me. So I kind of was like, I kind of backed out. I kind
All I
of
know-
lost myself getting into it. But
Yeah. All I know though is Luke is insanely powerful
Yeah.
in those, and I
Yeah,
love
very
it.
much so.
I'm all for it. He battles a god, basically this deity type, like the most powerful thing in their galaxy.
so he fights Thor.
No, I don't remember. It's some chick. It's like this woman-looking being creepy thing.
Oh, okay.
And like she has force too. Like she can do whatever she wants, basically. And Luke just kind of does like a little force thing. Doesn't hurt her at all, but
Yeah.
she's like, no one has ever been able to make me feel that way ever.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, it was so interesting to her. She's like, I'm gonna let you live.
Yeah.
And she's like, go on your way. I
Yeah.
could kill you, but go on your way.
She's like, respect. You're right. You're good.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Did you guys like the way they had Luke presented in the new Rey saga?
No.
You didn't like?
I could go on that forever. I can just
We're on this little Luke thing, so I thought I'd just
yeah.
jump in there.
okay. I want to say, and then I want your response. Okay. So Luke was always known as the optimistic one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's a trap. I'm going to save my friends.
Yeah.
I don't care, Father, if you've killed thousands of people. I still see good in you.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren. I had a bad dream. I'm gonna kill you now. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like,
Whips
come
it.
on.
Yeah.
He's not the.
Yeah. Very jarring for sure.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
So when you asked me my favorite movies, I threw in Last Jedi as an honorable mention. I
Really?
love it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually love the Luke stuff. I do. And I know it's
Really?
very controversial and dividing for some people. No, I do love it. And there's a lot of stuff about it that is jarring. It's weird. And I think they knew that when they're making it, like, this is going to turn some heads, and
ruffle some feathers.
Exactly. I love it just because I'm like the type of person that's like, I'm the farthest thing from like a purist. I'm always like, I just want like new, fresh stuff all the time. And like, so I feel like The Last Jedi was the most unique Star Wars.
So you
movie.
liked it because it was different. Like you're like,
I liked it was different, but like in that journey of like liking it and having these types of conversations with people all the time, I have like found answers for a lot of those things. Okay. That like, may or may not be like mind changing for anybody, but it's like, okay, well, I get why they did that. And it makes sense. And then liking it or not is kind of another thing. But no, I actually love the Luke stuff. And I know that was actually George Lucas's like intention for his 8 and 9, 7, 8, 9, because his scripts released.
I don't know that.
Yeah, his or they call them treatments, like a basic outline for movies. They were able to like get the rough outlines released, and old depressed hermit Luke was exactly what he was going to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he has gone on record saying The Last Jedi was a beautifully made movie.
Dang.
Yeah, you can find because he went to like the premiere, and they talked to him after, and you can see him saying like, "I was incredible. He loved it." I think he was less into The Force Awakens because it was very similar to A New Hope. And George Lucas is all about innovation and like changing and doing the next best thing. So like The Last Jedi is like definitely very like George Lucas vibe with like who he seems to be anyway. I can't talk like I know him, but just like
I get
interviews and stuff.
what you're saying.
But no, so like that was like his plan too. And I do like what they did with it. I totally get why some people wouldn't though. I get, because like I said, it's a jarring movie. When I saw it in theaters, I was like, can they do that? Like that kind of thing. But I think to this day, seeing that movie in theaters is the most fun I've ever had at a movie theater. I was living in Arizona for a little while because I'm an audio engineer. So I went to school down there for audio engineering. And me and my wife went to go watch that in theaters, and I've never had a movie theater so loud, standing and cheering throughout. Like couldn't even hear the movie. I'm like, it was such a fun experience. But no, I like what they do. I like that. The whole thing with him and Ben is like tricky. I guess my thing for like what I make sense of it is, he kind of he did all those things, like he saved his father. He kind of. He got pretty mad though. He was like about to kill him, and it was kind of like I've seen parallels of him doing the same thing in the two movies, like kind of showing and like so he was about to do it and then stopped, both in Return of the Jedi and Last Jedi. So that was kind of like a connection they were doing. And I was watching someone talking about this, but they pointed out this really cool idea, or not idea, but intention with that scene. And I even think the director kind of chimed in to like confirm it. We're like, he looked into Ben's mind and saw all the bad things he was going to do. That's what they say in the movie. Okay. Like he says like, I looked into his future and I saw all these things.
He's like, what's one life?
Yeah, right.
Versus
he's like,
millions.
Let's clean it up. But no, so he looks in, he sees all these bad things, and then they just, a lot about that movie I think is, there's a lot of things that are unsaid but are implied. And one of them I think is, I bet you he looked into that future and saw
he is
Han
powerful,
and he saw Han and Leia dying because of Ben. So I feel like that kind of changed, like, all right, well, I mean, that's a tough one. I mean, I can see the temptation a little bit, and then he stops, and it is what it is. But so I didn't have a problem with it, but I get it though. When people do, I make sense.
The one part that I do understand is like, people are like, oh, Luke would never like become a hermit, and I'm like, he's the greatest, and I'm like, well, Yoda was one of the greatest too, and he even said. What does he say? He's like, what does he say? He's like,
oh, when he goes into like exile?
Yeah, he's like, exile, I must go. Yeah. And so I can understand that part. That makes sense, because he's like, what have I done? Right. But no, I really think that, I don't think he would have done that. I'm like, he would be like, hey man, you're my nephew. Yeah. I'm gonna talk you through this.
Right. Chill out.
Yeah.
No, I get it. For sure. But I think something you said earlier is a great parallel to like what I like about The Last Jedi is, because I've always thought too, it's the Jedi's fault that Anakin falls. Oh yeah. And he straight up talks about that in The Last Jedi. He said it's the Jedi Order and their hubris.
Jedi needs to end.
Right. So he's like, he tried to do the same thing and it failed and blew up.
That's why gray Jedi are the best.
Right, exactly. So then he kind of pulls into that though a little bit. So when I saw that movie, I was like, oh, like Luke gets it. Yeah, the Jedi kind of messed all this stuff up a little bit, you know. And so yeah, I do like that one. I have my same nitpicks about every Star Wars movie, you know. So they're all gonna have it, but so yeah, that's my answer, I guess. Long answer for you. Sorry.
No, it's good.
Who shot first?
I think per the video, Han did.
I don't know.
I don't know if
I have a strong opinion.
No,
either way.
But what I heard is Han shot first, but then they changed it really quick because they didn't want him to be that bad guy right away.
Yeah, so they did the same time.
Yeah, they did
whatever.
Yeah. Who cares? Let him shoot first.
That's fine. Yeah.
Guido was going to try to kill him anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's a bounty hunter thing, right?
Right.
So, okay, I had another little thing here. I just want to throw it out there. Luke, you cheated. You got to see it already, but actually I showed you, but so this is just a little fun thing. We'll start with Luke. In a cage match, you know where I'm going with this. An Ewok versus a Jawa.
Just those two.
Just those two.
Did they get any weapon they want?
Whatever weapons they have.
Okay.
Oh man, if it's cage match, that's hard because the Ewoks use the Force as their like a help. Like, what's the word?
Like they can,
I always blank.
They can use it, or they can is it like their faith or something?
No,
or
I'm saying the Forest is like they can use that as their cover, like hide. And,
their forest. I think it's the Forest.
No.
No.
Ewok
Jedi.
I think there might have been one actually in the books.
Probably was.
If so, then Ewok for sure. No,
yeah, right.
But if they're having all the weapons that they want, it'd probably go with Jawa because they actually have blasters.
Right. So like electric ones or whatever. Yeah.
But I want to go with Ewok, but I think Jawa.
Yeah, okay. I think I might actually, because of Battlefront 2, I might say Ewok.
Okay.
Because there's like there's like an Ewok game mode on there. I don't know if you played that new Battlefront 2.
It's
incredible.
So good.
It's such a good game.
I haven't played in a while, I'll be honest.
Okay.
We actually talked about that.
Yeah. So we were talking about because we want to bring this up. I'm not that good on the online.
Oh, right.
So I can never get like the higher up people because you get enough kills you can get.
Oh, right.
Like a Jedi during like a regular one.
Yeah.
So I'm just not that good. So what I do is I always just play the hero one where you can pick who you want.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I just do.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
The new one though, the Battlefront 2, it came out a few years ago.
It's not the same.
It's a little different. It's like a point-based thing.
Okay.
To be a hero. It makes it a little easier actually.
Oh, okay.
But that game has like an Ewok mode where it's called Ewok Hunt. And I don't know if you guys ever played. I think
I watched
Halo.
a video on that.
Yeah. You play like Infection on Halo.
Oh yeah,
it's that, but Ewoks and Stormtroopers.
Awesome.
So if you die, you become an Ewok.
That is
until
so
there's
cool.
one Stormtrooper left, and he's got to escape. And so like the Ewoks are just ferocious in that game. So it's just like that'd probably be my answer.
Do you get like the slingshots?
You get the little I forget what they call them, and then the spears.
Yeah.
And so then at the end of the game, there's 30 Ewoks and one poor stormtrooper running as fast as he can, and it's a good time.
I'm gonna go play that tonight.
Do it. It's
I'm gonna
so
do
much
that. Well, I gotta probably update it, but
yeah, and it's all at night, so you only see with a flashlight in the dark forest.
Oh my gosh!
So you just hear like,
yeah, that's right. I saw this one video. This guy edited it. He's like by himself. He's the last one, and he's just like looking around, and you see. And there's like a bunch of them just coming at him. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, and like they blow horns too, so you're like, they're just like, it's kind of scary actually sometimes. But
that's pretty funny.
Oh, sorry. Shut up, Siri. Anyway, yeah, Ewok. I'll go with Ewok.
Ewok, awesome. Yeah, I didn't know. I just thought in my head it would.
No,
be
that's funny.
hilarious.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I've never heard it, never seen it, and I just was like,
We'll
just ask these guys what they what they think.
Yeah, it'll be in a show sometime soon.
Did they ever show what a Jawa looks like? Hood on?
No, they kind of. So you said you haven't watched Boba Fett yet?
No,
You gotta. It's cool.
I know. I need to start watching.
But they kind of give you a little idea, even though you don't see it. It's more descriptive.
Oh,
so
okay,
they kind of touch
cool,
on that a little bit, actually. But yeah,
Are they wearing something, or is it their eyes actually glow?
their eyes actually glow. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah, what did I seen somewhere? It's like a reptile face, but I'm just like, I'm gonna have to listen to the description, like you suggested.
yeah.
But yeah, no, Mandalorian. Let's just touch base on that. We got Mando. We're gonna have the Obi-Wan saga.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Ahsoka's got her own.
Ahsoka.
And
I
then-
love the character that they chose for her to play
Yeah.
in live action.
She's
She's
great.
a huge nerd.
Yeah.
She's like us. She loves this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to get someone to do it, pick someone who's going to
Yes.
love it.
Yeah. Well, she
know?
was fan cast like 6 years ago. It was like a rally,
really?
like get Rosario Dawson to
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
Ahsoka, and she was like, "I'm in. I love
Hey,
the
guess
show."
what? She's in Daredevil, too.
Oh, she is. Oh,
is.
sweet. Yeah,
Yep.
she's a great actress. I love her.
Yep.
And then what's even better about that is her and Hayden Christensen are best friends in real life.
Oh,
Come on.
I love
Best
that.
friends in real life. So like, there's pictures of them together, like just giving big hugs, and like, so the Ahsoka thing is like they
That's
got it down.
cool.
They nailed it. So
That's cool.
Very
I love
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Disney Plus, have you guys heard of the so Jane Erso and Cassian?
Yeah. The Andor show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you
What's
know
that?
anything about that? It's,
Yeah.
It's fairly new, the announcement, I think. So,
Well, so it comes out this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So and
What
they
is it?
actually already renewed it for sequel 2, which means that it's probably going to be pretty good. Like,
yeah.
What is it?
So it's a Disney Plus show, probably 6-8 episodes. It's prequel to Rogue One, Andor and K2 kind of adventures.
Oh, okay.
I think they're kind of marketing as like a spy thriller style, like almost like James Bond in a way, but with Cassian. Like, cool.
Yeah, just in a Star Wars world.
Exactly, like
which
an,
is
like an undercover.
I don't think you can go wrong.
No, I think it's awesome, especially with like the chemistry between Cassian and K2 was top tier.
I
so
like K2.
like getting a full 2 seasons at least of that is exciting. But that comes out like this fall or winter.
Cool.
So
I
that'll
hope
be
it doesn't
out too.
get pushed back.
I know.
I feel like everything's getting pushed back.
I know. Yeah. So
Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian?
probably Mandalorian. But have you seen Book of Boba Fett?
I've seen a few of the episodes.
I haven't seen nothing. I don't want spoilers.
No, that's
Okay,
fine.
I can't. So that actually is a complicated answer because of that. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
I'll
know.
leave it. But they're both great. I liked
Yeah.
Boba Fett a lot. I think I like Mandalorian better just because maybe there's more episodes right now.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
they're both sweet. They feel very similar though.
Yeah. Well, and like, yeah, the overlap is obvious, right? But when I seen those like the mech kids or whatever on those like
Oh, those scooters,
greaser
little
scooter
Vespas?
things, I was just like, man, Boba Fett was the badass like of all time, badass of badass, and like showing him like how he got out of that beast, whatever
the
that
Sarlacc.
Yeah, Sarlacc pit.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, that's not a spoiler. That was a comic.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was right.
But yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, and him being alive in Mandalorian kind of gives it away too.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
How did he get out?
Yeah.
But like, gosh, it was done. Mandalorian, I think that when I watched through it the first time, it seems like they invested a little bit more money because you can just tell like the quality is a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then, but you know, the Book of Boba Fett is fun. Just enjoy it for what it is. Like you say, I'm a little bit older, so I'm like old man Johnson. Everything
gotcha.
just pisses me off always. So
for sure.
So like when I seen those scooter things, I was just like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
You know, but I have a 13, 14-year-old that I watch with, so I'm like, it's
for sure.
It's fun, whatever.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
no. How about we'll just do a couple more things here, but who was your favorite non-Jedi, non-Sith character? Like if you had to pick one.
That's a good question because it's always the other.
Yeah.
Which, I guess. Do you have yours? Because I might need a minute.
I don't know.
I do. I have mine.
Yeah, you tell us. We're going to think.
Han Solo, 100%.
Okay.
100,000 million %.
He is a badass.
great.
Like when Leia says she loves him and he's like, I know, or whatever, like that whole thing. I was just like, God, this guy, he's just cool. Even Harrison Ford as an old man, just a badass. Like he's so cool.
He is.
His best friend's Chewbacca. Like
Oh, hey,
I fell in love with it.
Look.
Hey, there you go. I love it. That's sweet. I love that. That's a cool shirt.
So for me, this was a loaded one. I already knew going into it. I love Solo, the movie.
That's cool. I like that one.
People hated it, and I thought it's Han Solo. Like it is him. Like it seems real. It just got hate. Like everyone hates stuff.
Yeah,
It's
it's just kind of the, especially with
I think
Star
the
Wars.
ending, I'm not going to lie, I think the ending was the best part of that movie.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Definitely.
Because
Very
you
cool.
see them all,
Yes.
and you're like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that one because I think that he actually going back and watching some of the old ones, I'm like, that guy actually kind of nailed Han Solo.
Yeah,
like
he
I
did a
don't
good
think I
job.
thought it at first though, and then I kind of went back. I was like, I think he nailed it, man. He was the right choice. And Harrison Ford has never spoken so highly of Star Wars in his life than the Solo movie, which is because he's kind of like an old coot, like angry about everything, and he loved it. He was just like, that was the. I mean, he's like, that kid's great. So
Well, that's good.
yeah, that was a cool movie. I like that.
I like
but
that
Han Solo is a good choice. I think I have mine.
You go for it.
I love Poe Dameron.
Oh, right on.
I love me some Poe.
I'll be honest. He's probably what I like most about those movies.
Yeah, I mean, him as a pilot is so cool. His charisma.
Which movie is it? The scene where he's opening up and he's just flying. They're like, get back. And he's like, nah. And he just.
I think it's Last Jedi. In the opening, and he's just taken out, and he does like that weird like burnout with the ship. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was so
I didn't know you could
sweet,
do that.
man. Like, yeah, I love it. And then his interactions with BB-8. I think BB-8 just like a cute little droid. I have kids, so it's just like speaks to me.
It's a good robot.
Very
I think
good.
Yes.
His humor. I love Oscar Isaac. I don't know if you guys are watching Moon Knight.
I need to. I know. I'm usually a binger. I wait
Okay,
till it's done.
for sure. Yeah. Well, no. So Poe's my answer. I think he's the coolest.
Do you know he played Apocalypse in the?
Yeah. Right. That
Didn't even
guy's-
realize it was him until I looked at the cast. And I was like, what the hell? I was like,
Yeah.
I
Come on, Luke.
Chewbacca, maybe.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks? No.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
No.
The Sith,
I do love Jar Jar.
The hidden Sith.
Jar Jar actually is one of my favorite characters. Like, people hate on him so much, but he's so clumsy that he makes things work. He's like Scooby and Shaggy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People don't hate on them.
Right. No.
And
Right.
every time they catch a villain, it's because they're goofballs and clumsy.
Yep.
And I was like, because in the Clone Wars, he is helping all the time because he's an idiot.
Yep.
And I love it.
Yeah,
And
he
I-
serves his purpose.
Yeah.
He's doing exactly what he's supposed
Exactly.
to do. Yeah.
And I still believe that he is actually he is the Sith.
The Sith
he
overlord.
was telling Palpatine what to do this whole time.
It's a very convincing video.
Actually. Oh, you know what? I'd maybe go with Cad Bane.
Oh yeah.
He
He's very cool.
might be better than Boba, to be
Yeah.
honest.
He's pretty sweet. I think
He's
I can
cool.
probably agree with that.
He's
I like
cool.
Cad Bane.
I'll be honest, I did see that one spoiler that pissed me off when I saw
you
it.
saw
He's
that?
in Boba.
Yeah.
Book of Boba, whatever.
When you said that, I was like a vein about to pop. Like I can't say it.
I know,
I'm glad
I
you
know,
already.
I know. I could see that. That's why I wanted to say it. So you
Yeah,
know. It was kind of pissing me off though. People were like, "Why does he look so weird? Why does he look so weird?" And I'm like,
People on the internet
"Look
are so
at
dumb.
look at Clone Wars. Look
Right.
at how they draw them. Look
yeah.
at
Look at
does
Dooku's long face.
exactly. I'm like, Dooku has a face this long.
Right.
They have to bring it in.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, "Why are you judging? It's so
Yeah.
hard."
People are insufferable on the internet
Yeah,
about Star Wars.
yeah. I really liked him.
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode where it's all the bounty hunters and Obi-Wan is pretending to be
Yes.
that is one of the coolest episodes ever.
Yes. That's a
It
very
has
cool.
nothing to do with like Jedi, basically.
No.
I mean, obviously Obi-Wan in it.
Yeah.
He's Jedi, but he's playing a bounty hunter.
Right. Very cool set. And doesn't Cad Bane actually like picks up a lightsaber and like uses it for a little bit in one of them, doesn't he?
I don't know if it's that episode, but yes, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he does.
Which makes him cooler.
He really is.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the coolest.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Cad Bane.
Do you know if he's in a Lego set?
I don't know actually.
Because
I'm not sure.
I walked into my son's room. He's got like 2 Millennium Falcons. He's got a Star Destroyer. He's got all these Lego sets, right? And yeah, I'm just going to brag on him a little bit. But I seen a Cad Bane, and I'm like, when did you get this set? Like,
Oh yeah.
but he took the from Endgame, from Infinity Wars. He took one of the bad guys, Mog or
Oh, the Maw.
yeah,
Is that
Ma.
guy?
He
Yeah.
takes him.
And
And like he found like a Ninjago hat or something.
Oh,
And
really?
this guy looked just like
That's
Cad Bane.
funny.
I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
dude,
awesome.
I'm like, that's so.
Sell that on eBay.
Yeah, I'm like so
Cad Bane.
jealous. I'm like, because his face looks like the Mog or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, anyways, I don't know. I want to check on that new game, see if he's on there. I'm sure he
Yeah,
is. I'm
probably
sure
is. He
everyone's
He
on
might
the new
be.
game.
It's a lot of people. It's over like 300 characters.
he's
It's
definitely going to be
insane.
in it.
Yeah.
Cad Bane. Dang.
But who is your favorite character of all time?
It's a tie. That's like I know it's always a lame answer.
I get what you're saying. Because I'm
same
gonna
with the
kind of
movies. Like I can never really pick the one, but I can kind of do it. But Kylo, honestly, it's between Kylo and Ahsoka. Ooh. Those are my jam.
Yeah.
So. You too?
No, not with Kylo.
Okay.
But Luke and Ahsoka.
Okay.
She is so fucking cool.
Yes.
She is so cool.
So cool. I got here. I got this is Ahsoka's lightsaber. I mean, or I'm all in. So
yeah, she like when she came back for season 7,
dude,
I was like, and they were all wearing her color, you know,
yeah,
and just like showing her respect. I was like,
that got me. Yeah, the last 4 episodes of season 7, some of the best Star Wars stuff that's out there.
Her interaction talking with Maul.
Yes.
He's right about everything.
Yeah,
he just
figures it out. Yeah,
he might be the greatest Sith of all time.
He could be. Yeah,
like he does get mollywopped by Sidious, but
right.
His knowledge, though.
Yes, very smart. No, those episodes were next level. The Order 66 part got me. Just oh my gosh, it was so good.
Well, then with like you're talking about.
In the Clone Wars, in that.
Yeah. Do you remember the Bad Batch one too?
It was with little Kanan.
Yeah, I was like.
That was rough too, man. Because they all use the same music, which is such a heart-wrenching piece
I know,
of music.
you hear it and you're like...
Yeah, like, all right, who's dying? But yeah, I love those episodes. Ahsoka, my favorite Ahsoka thing is in Rebels, though. Have you watched Rebels?
So I haven't, but I've seen the scene with...
Vader. That is
I watched that right after...
okay.
So I watched that for the first time. I think it was right after I saw, I was just watching it again, and I came across that clip right after I saw when she leaves the Jedi Order.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh shit, she sees Vader again, and then, dude, like,
yeah, it's nuts, man.
I won't leave you.
Yeah,
then you will die. And I was like.
And they used Anakin's voice with James Earl Jones together for that part because his mask is broken open, so you can hear his real voice.
Vader and dude.
And it's just that was flawless. Like that, I usually kind of tell people like that's probably my actual favorite Star Wars moment. Like it's not movie, show, whatever. It's just in general, like that interaction is like top tier.
When she says, "I am no," because she's like, "That's not the Jedi way." She's like, "I am no Jedi," and I was like,
"Yes, dude,
great Jedi."
I'm like in my room clapping, like, yeah, it's so sweet. But I would recommend that show, man. Like the Clone Wars, there's a lot of skippers, because it's still made for kids, you know. But that show, I think, has probably the deepest, like, lore, backstory, emotional driven like story of for being a kid's cartoon. It gets really deep. It's like, wait, what are they talking about? I mean, in a good way though.
Yeah. Did you because I also saw that scene with Obi and Maul. Yeah, and they're having their last. This is their last duo. Yeah, like, or just like you just see the like after he gets them, I'm like, yeah, it's my boy Obi. He's still got it.
Still got it. Yeah,
and when he holds him in his arms as he's dying, because he never like you could tell like I feel like they just had this connection at this point. Like they're just like I don't know, but like you like see the evil just like leaving him, and he's like, "Is it true? Is he the chosen one?" Yeah, and right, isn't that what it says?
Yeah,
and then
he just says he is. Yeah,
and then he's just like, "What does he say? He'll avenge us all," or something like that. And I was like, oh.
It's deep, man.
Because you feel like I feel like because as he was dying, it seemed like it was leaving him. Like the evilness, and he's like, he'll avenge us. Yeah, like, and I was like, though, like that and the Ahsoka one, I was like, that is the reason why I want to watch Rebels.
Yeah, it's worth it, man. Yeah, there's a lot more too. That's great. Like I said, you'll have to sit through some skippers, but it's not as long as the Clone Wars, so there's that anyway. But
what are those guys? Like when they jump, their lightsabers will spin.
Oh, the Inquisitors.
That's right.
Which those are in the trailer for Obi-Wan. Those guys. So
I actually haven't seen the trailer yet. Man. I don't know why I keep putting it off. I'm like, I'll watch it later, and then I forget. But no, the only because I haven't seen that show. The only thing that I've seen with the Inquisitors is Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh yeah,
did you play that?
Favorite game?
It is.
Yeah,
So good.
So good.
And I've never played like a Dark Souls-esque game like ever
Me
in my
neither.
life.
Me neither.
So I was like, Perry, I don't understand.
Yeah, it got pretty frustrating sometimes.
Did you go to the giant frog right away on accident too?
Yeah,
Like
Bogdo.
Yes.
Got him.
Like it's Jeff, you don't understand.
I don't. Was this for
You're not
like...
supposed to meet this thing yet, but you can travel. You can explore whenever you want, right? And you fall into this little pit area and you just explore, and there's this giant frog thing. And like I said, I've never played a Dark Souls game ever in my life.
Me neither.
I shit you not, I probably died 100 times.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was like almost like snap controller in half type of interaction with that guy. And then I came back stronger. I was like, it's you and me now, baby. Let's do it.
My dumbass thought I had to beat it. So, so I kept going back.
I think I did for a while too. And I got so mad. I was like, wait, I probably don't have to do this right now. And I'm pretty sure I stood up and cheered when I got him finally.
Yep.
It's like, pretty pumped. But
yeah, that's the only thing that I've seen the Inquisitors.
Okay. Yeah. They're pretty cool, man. They're really cool in that game.
Are they just fallen Jedi? Like
Essentially, yeah. They're like so actually the most comics I've read is Star Wars comics.
Oh, cool.
I read this Vader series that's like 20 issues. I think whoever wrote that should just make all of Star Wars. It's like that good. It's so well done for like Darth Vader. Yeah. It takes place immediately after episode 3. So like when he's doing the thing, that's like where it starts.
Really?
So it's like what did Vader do immediately after that?
I'm gonna have to check those out.
It's really cool. And so like it shows the Inquisitors like training and them like tracking him down.
Does he
and,
like
get him going? But
kind of like show them who's boss though. Inquisitors?
He does. The Emperor shows Vader training them, or shows Vader them training. Like this is what we're working on, kind of thing. And like one of them gets like a little lippy, and then Vader cuts their hands off, and like just as like to teach him a lesson. I was like, holy crap, yeah. There's a lot in that series that's like, my
wife just died.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot in there that would be rated R if they made it into a movie. It's actually pretty dark, but it's canon because it's all counts. Yeah. So yeah, check those out sometime.
Yeah, what is it called?
They don't do a very good job at like differentiating all the Vader series, but Charles Soule is the author.
Okay.
I think the year is like 2017.
Okay.
Or 2016 or something. So maybe that'll track it down, but yeah, dude, those Inquisitors, I'm excited to see them in live action.
Yeah, that should be cool.
So
are they gonna have the big chick that's in Jedi
Fallen Order? I don't know. It'd be kind of wild if they did. It'd be kind of cool.
She was a bitch to fight.
Yeah, she was something else.
It was so hard.
Yeah, that's a great game though. I love that one.
Yeah, that's good.
We're probably gonna get a trailer for the sequel at the end of this month, Star Wars Celebration.
What do you mean, like sequel of what?
Jedi Fallen Order 2.
What?
Yeah, because they've already confirmed it.
What?
Yeah.
You are a Star Wars fan.
Dude, I went to Star Wars Celebration 2 years ago. 2019. Yeah, I went to Chicago for it. And I got to actually see the first episode of The Mandalorian 6 months before everyone else did.
What?
Yeah, it was.
You
wild.
know they did stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
It's actually where they usually announce like the new movies. So it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. Friday they announced Rise of Skywalker. They have all the actors there, everyone's there. Mark Hamill's there, like everybody. And then like
you meet them or
you can pay. They have like the lines, you get pictures with them and stuff.
I would pay a ridiculous amount to meet Mark Hamill.
Yeah, he's there, man. They had this thing in the middle, which is like you go upstairs and get food, and these balconies look over the whole convention floor. And I'm just like looking, I'm like, oh, there's Billy D. Williams, there's Hayden Christensen, there's Pedro Pascal from The Mandalorian. They're all there. You can just go get pictures, and you got to pay, but they're all there, man. It was a surreal experience as a Star Wars fan, man. It was wild.
That is cool.
Yeah, so they're doing that at the end of this month now.
Okay.
And that's the same weekend that Obi-Wan comes out. So we'll get new trailers for stuff, I'm sure. Cassian, that Andor show, I'm sure.
That is cool.
So, yeah, it'll be a fun month.
Cool. All right, guys, we got to wrap it up. We've already gone about an hour.
Oh, so shoot. I can ramble all day. I'm sorry.
I know. No, don't apologize because I think, Austin, you're definitely a fun guest to have. I would love to have you come back.
Yeah.
You send me a link for that hat.
I got you. Yeah.
The dialogue between you and Luke. I mean, I was nervous, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to lead the Star Wars thing, and I'm kind of just like the couch, the couch cushion, fan. You guys did a great job. I just want to say thanks to everyone who watched, enjoyed the conversation here of Star Wars. This is a May the 4th be with you episode.
May the 4th. be with you.
Yes. And, I think deep down, a lot of us have something we can connect with when it comes to Star Wars. There's characters, there's movies. And what we're seeing with Disney Plus is we're getting like film quality movies in show form.
Yeah.
So anyways, I really appreciate the time that you were here with us.
Absolutely.
That was fun.
Yeah. And, it's, I think that's it, guys.
Sweet.
Yeah. So anyways, we're wrapping this up. Thank you again, everybody. Check us out. And it's fun to be a kid, even if you're not.
Yeah.
Peace.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sota, nerd.